Okay, if I were the facilitator in this situation, this is how I will react. First, when Jason interrupts Monica and starts giving advice, I will gently step in to redirect the moment without shutting him down because I want to make sure Jason also feels comfortable in this situation and like this is his safe space too. So I'll find the nicest way to uh, redirect the moment. So I might say something like, "Hey Jason, I appreciate that you want to help. Let's pause for a second and make sure Monica has a space to finish sharing." Then I will turn back to Monica and say something like, "Hey Monica, I want to make sure we hear you. Can you tell us a little more about what's been feeling overwhelming for you?" I will also add a validating statement to reinforce her, such as, "It sounds like you are carrying a lot right now between school, work, and family." And in this situation, I think I have to be in both sides because I'm making sure Monica feels heard, but also Jason has to feel that this is his safe space so he can express himself. Just kind of, we need to redirect the way that we are answer or communicating with others. Then, to guide the group back toward activity listening instead of advice giving, I will remind them of the purpose of the group. So I might say something like, "Let's remember that in this space we're practicing listening and understanding, not fixing. That's not our role." I could also introduce a quick structure, like asking members to reflect back what they hear before responding. For example, with something like, "Before we respond, let's try summarizing what the person shared or naming the feeling we heard." And I could also use simple questions like, "Why do you hear Monica saying?" or "What do you think Tanya might be feeling right now?" Just to know that everyone is in everyone's feet, in kind of understanding what everyone is going through. When it comes to quieter members like Devon and Malik, I will invite them in gently without pressure. So I'll try saying something like, "Devon or Malik, if you feel comfortable, I'll be interested in what stood out to you and what was shared." I could also use a small group activities so participation feels less intimidating for them, or offer options like nodding, writing letters, singing, or short reflections instead of speaking at length. Because as a facilitator, I have to know that not everyone's gonna feel comfortable with speaking, so I have to find a way so everyone can share their experiences. Finally, I will reinforce group norms to improve the quality of support, and I will emphasize things like respecting each person's time to speak, not interrupting, listening to understand rather than respond, and avoiding jumping straight into advice unless it's asked for. And at this point, I would like to reinforce again that we're here to express ourselves, and that's why we also have to learn how to listen to the other's feelings. So I might say something like, "A helpful guideline for us is listen first, reflect second, and only offer advice if the person invites you." Overall, my goal will be to gently guide the group back to a space where everyone feels heard, respected, and supported while still allowing members to learn and grow from the process. Thank you.